Hello guys, and welcome to another video, and today in this video we are going to be predicting the doing our F1 predictions for 2024.
Yeah, as I said, we're getting close to the season, almost there, can't wait.
Yeah, very close.
How long we are at the end of the season, which is just amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're not just predicting like the order, we have fun little things, like different things that we're gonna talk about, and we both have our own answers for each one. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so the first one is who will be the Drivers' World Championship, and I think we'll get this one quickly out of the way because I think we all know what we're going to say for this.
I think the world champion of 2024.
If they say Logan Sargent or something.
Logan Sargent. I'm joking. I think Max Verstappen. My heart wanted to say Lewis Hamilton. His last year Mercedes. I just can't play it. I think that Red Bull, I've heard stories that they've already switched to their next year's car, which is worrying. Might not be true, but still, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. And I just can't see anyone other than Red Bull absolutely dominating this year.
Yep, I agree with you. I think that Max Verstappen will be the World Championship. Don't think there's much talk about that, to be honest. I think I don't think he'll dominate. I don't think he'll win every race. Well, he didn't last season, but you know what I mean. I don't think he'll come close. I think there'll be a few races that he won't win, but yeah, Max Verstappen for the Drivers' Championship. I think, yeah.
Yeah, there's not much else you can put there.
No.
I really want to put someone else there, but I just can't. Max is just too good, unfortunately. I think it won't be 19 wins this year, considering my prediction, but he will win a lot.
Yeah.
To the championship.
Okay.
Maybe there's like an early battle, maybe Mercedes or Ferrari come out of the blocks or McLaren, just begin to battle them. But I do think no one's going to beat Red Bull over the course of a full season, or Verstappen anyway.
Yep, so let's move on to the second, which is the Constructors' Championship winner. So,
okay, I'll go first. I'm going to go for McLaren.
Really?
Win the Constructors' Championship. I'm not joking. I'm not.
Finn, guess what? Guess who else put that?
Oh my word, no way. I thought I was going to be the only one.
No, I put that, and I thought you were going to put that.
I'll give you my reasons and you can agree with them, but this might be, I'm not sure if I'm going to put him here, but although I do think that Verstappen will win the championship, I do think that McLaren are going to have a good enough driver pairing that they're gonna win. They're gonna win the constructors. I think Verstappen might be a little bit further ahead than a couple of these guys, the McLaren boys, but it's basically a one-man battle between Verstappen and the whole of McLaren. And I think if you add both McLaren drivers' points by the end of the season, it will beat Verstappen's total. I think that anyway.
Yeah, I think the Perez will do. I don't think he'll do well. I think he will do pretty badly. And it's going to be the two McLarens, and I think McLaren are really good cooked to this there. I still think the Max will be really good, but on Max on himself, I don't think he can beat the two McLarens, but I hope they are really cooked.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Zach Bryan has hyped that car up, but we'll see.
Yeah, we could be so wrong. Like,
That paper ready for McLaren bias coming out, but you know, let's have something different. I don't want to be.
yeah, I don't want to be like normal. We gotta be a bit different. But yeah, on to the third prediction now, which is the biggest flop in a driver.
Biggest flop I'm going to go with is Carlos Sainz.
Ooh.
I think it might the Ferrari move for Hamilton might get into his head a little bit. I still think he will be good, but considering he was in the fight for fourth in the championship going into the last round of the season, I probably should have had that secured. I think compared to last season, he will do a lot worse and will not get anywhere near fifth in the fourth in the championship, or third in the championship, or second, or whatever. And I think he will come potentially as low as 8th, 9th-ish. Whereas Leclerc, I truly believe, is going to do quite well this season.
Okay, that's interesting. I have put Perez for the biggest flop, and I know he didn't have the greatest of seasons last year, but I think it's just going to get worse. I think he's just going to do terrible compared to Verstappen, and he's going to I feel it's going to be bad for him, and that's how I think the McLaren actually will get in the constructors, because Perez will just completely be out of the window. He might win. He might do good at the start of the season, maybe like win one race, but it's just going to go so down.
But the reason why I didn't put Perez as my biggest flop is because he was pretty bad last season. And the reason why I think McLaren are going to do better is because Perez does bad. But I think he does as bad as last season. It's just that the Red Bull isn't as good as last year. And that's why he'll be quite a few places down in the championship. For me.
Okay. Yeah, well, on to the biggest flop in team, Finn. So who've you pitched for this?
Team-wise, like what team's going to do the work?
Yeah, compared to that.
Okay, so the biggest flop team? I have to pick this.
I think I know what you're going to say. I think you've told me a bit before.
I don't think it is going to be who you said, but I think it's going to be Haas. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do think they were horrible last year, and this is my crazy prediction, but I do think they will get less than 10 points this year, potentially 0 points all year.
Yeah, I get where you are coming from. I
think. I know they did horribly last year, but I think they're going to be doing that bad that they have to be in the conversation for biggest flop. Because when you sack your team principal just before the start of the season, when your new team principal is saying that you're going to be at the back of the grid for Bahrain, not even any hope. Just like, we're going to be at the back of the grid, that's all that's going to happen. Like, not even anything, no hope whatsoever that you're going to be at the back of the grid. I just can't see a world where they have any good performances. And I think Kevin Magnussen's been doing really badly. I don't think Nico Hulkenberg's going to be able to pull them out of the hole that they're in. They just don't look good, and it's just frustrating. When
do you think that they'll literally be like a meme, sort of, like just at the back of the grid for no reason? Like, they'll be horribly
I think
bad.
They're going to be almost as bad as 2021 Haas or 2020 Williams or 2019 Williams, sorry. Like that kind of bad.
Okay, well, for my biggest flop in the team, I think Aston Martin. I think
that's who you thought I was going to pick, and I was.
No, I thought you were going to pick Mercedes, Finn, because... But yeah, I picked Aston Martin because I just feel like... they're going to do pretty bad. Sort of like McLaren, like towards the start of this season? Or last season, I mean. I think maybe a bit better, but I think it's going to be pretty bad for Aston. And even though, like, I know, like, Stoll's getting bad persistence sometimes, but I think, like, even, like, Alonso will be getting bad persistence, but not his fault. Like, the car is just, like, not there. Like, even Alonso can't do anything. Like, they will be, like, really bad, and I don't think they'll be able to get it, like, up and good enough towards the end. I think they'll get a bit better towards the end of the season, but I don't think it's going to be
any... they're good at upgrading their car, which I think if it's bad at the start of the season, it could be even worse at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't think that it's going to be anywhere close to the last season. I think they're going to do really bad, and I think they're going to be the worst of the top teams, if you would like to call it the top 5 teams or whatever you want to.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, going on to the biggest surprise, then.
Okay.
So if you put
I will say again, he did very well last year. If we do a ranked driver championship, you'll see why I put him biggest surprise. I know he did very well last year, but I think he's going to do even better this year. And I'm going to put Alex Albon. I know he did so well last year, but I think he's going to do even better this year. I think he's going to get 50 plus points maybe. I think he's going to be really good. I think he could get pretty close to the top half of the table this year in the Drivers' Championship.
Well, my biggest surprise will be Yuki Tsunoda. I think he will do really good for Casa. I do.
Yeah.
I think he will be a real good driver for them against really good points, and I think he could progress. I don't know where, maybe I don't know, maybe to Aston if Alonso leaves, or to more realistically maybe to take Perez's seat in maybe next season, but I just think he'll do really good.
Yeah, I can see that. I personally think that Daniel Ricciardo will beat Tsunoda this year in RP, but I can see it.
Okay, going on to new race winner, yes or no, and who?
So I think yes, and it will be Lando Norris. If they're going to win the Constructors' Championship, they're going to have to have a couple wins at least, and I think Norris is the most likely person to get those couple wins, because without Verstappen, he would have had 6-7 victories last year, something like that, and you just can't put him out, you know.
Yeah, I've actually gone for Lando too. I think it is going to be his time. I think McLaren have really cooked, and I think he's got to get a win. If McLaren do have a good car, he's got to get one. He's got to.
Yeah.
And I think, like, it's realistic. Like, he will get one at one point, and I think this is going to be the time.
He's the best driver that hasn't got a win, and McLaren are good this year. He's so good. He's won championship material. It's like, you know, it's been coming. He has to get it at some point, surely.
Yeah, I'm so sad that he hasn't got one already. And then loses race seats, yes or no, and who? So what did we put for this?
Okay. I am going to put. I'm going to say yes. And I believe it's going to be Perez, unfortunately. I know he's coming down of his contract. I know, like, you know, they could just wait it out, but it's Red Bull, they're ruthless. And I do think he's going to do quite bad. I was debating on whether putting him biggest flop, but if he's going to be anywhere near biggest flop, I think Red Bull sack him and get in Daniel Ricciardo. That is my prediction for who will be it. And I just see Red Bull so ruthless with their driver change. I just can't see how Perez will go through his entire Red Bull career without getting sacked. I just can't see it.
Yeah, so obviously for my biggest fault, I did put Perez. But I've gone for no. I've gone for no because even though I do think Perez will do really badly, I just think the world of F1, it's just like so financial now, and like, I think if they have Verstappen, I think they're just gonna hang on to him for just like one more season.
Championship, they'll do everything they can to win that championship. They would allow themselves to lose the championship just because Perez is doing bad. That's my reason anyway.
Yes, but I just don't think so. I just don't think that they will. I don't think. I just don't. But anyway, going on to the new one, the next one. Is there going to be a new driver in F1? Yes or no this season?
This season, like.
Yeah, this season. So I've automatically said no because I said nobody would lose their base seat.
Well, I've already said Ricciardo will take the Red Bull seat, and well, actually, does Liam Lawson count?
Yeah, like somebody.
Okay, then yeah. Yes, I do because I don't see Perez going to AlphaTauri. I don't see him going there. Which is why I think Liam Lawson will replace Ricciardo at AlphaTauri or RB. I'm still calling them AlphaTauri. I refuse to call them RB. But, you know, I just think Liam Lawson will replace Ricciardo at RB and Ricciardo with Red Bull. So that's who I will put, yeah.
Yeah, obviously I've already said no because I said nobody will lose their race seat. Yep, so the next one then, the most boring race.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let you first this time because I have not thought of this whatsoever, and I want to think about it.
Okay, so well, I think maybe not a big surprise, but I think it's going to be Monaco. I think there's not going to be many overtakes. The cars are so big nowadays. I don't think many people could.
Most exciting races last year.
Pardon?
Monaco was one of the most exciting races last year.
Yes, but I just don't think there'll be many overtakes, and I think it will be pretty boring.
I can see that. The most boring race for me is going to be. I decided Hungary actually because Red Bull are good there. That was his biggest race win of the season, I believe, Verstappen last year. So it was a boring one last year, that's for sure. I think Monaco is going to be exciting again. I really do. I can't bear myself to be in Monaco, but I can't see where we're going with it. I haven't done much. I haven't kind of put on the spot. There's so many races this year. I kind of have to go through. I probably missed one that I'd rather put there, but I think I'm just hungry. It's going to be quite a boring race. It's usually not the most exciting race of the year. It's not. as we call it, the street circuit of the country. So
Yeah, the street, that's what I call it. It's so yeah, well, going on to the next one, most exciting race, and I guess I'll go first again. You actually said the Bam would be one of the more boring ones. I actually did think about putting that as one of the more exciting ones, but in the end, I've put Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I think you can see where I'm coming from. Obviously, I think it'll be tighter, so it'll be really exciting, and yeah,
I can see that.
But yeah, what did you put?
Okay, so the most exciting race for me this year is going to be Great Britain. I think Silverstone has had some decent races recently, but I think it's due a banger, and I think a banger will come. I think what will make it even better is I predict that it's going to be one of the races the race that Lando Norris wins.
Yeah, I was thinking like a McLaren home race against the Red Bulls. I can.
So much more special. I know that might not be exciting, but I do think it will be exciting.
Okay, well, on to the next one then, which is the worst performance compared to that teammate. So, do you want to go first on this one then?
Okay, I kind of messed it up, but I was going to go with Logan Sargent, so yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Mostly because of a number of different factors. Firstly, I think Logan Sargent gets, I think he gets a couple points, 3 or 4 points. I think he gets, I think he gets more than last year, which you think, oh, that has to be better then, surely. But he can be worse compared to his teammate. But I do think if it's just on performance and not points based, it has to be Logan Sargent because of the fact I put Albon biggest surprise. So, if Albon's biggest surprise and he gets over 50 points and Logan Sargent's still in the single digits, that has to be a biggest flop compared to your teammate. Surely, for me, on my predictions say anyways.
Yeah, I've also gotten Sargent. I do think one of my predictions upcoming, I think Williams will do really good at Albon, but I just think Sargent, I know it'll be similar to last season. He just won't be there, and he won't be able to really compete with his teammates that much.
Moose crashes. That's interesting. I think I'm going to let you do first while I think about it, because I've not thought about these. But
okay, well, 2 in a row. Logan Sargent, I think. Oh, come on, Finn. But yeah, I think it'll be similar to last season. He will just do.
Yeah. Thing is, I don't think he will crash as much this year.
No, I think he'll improve, but if you look at it around the grid,
I don't see a top person crashing as much because they're in a top car and they're good drivers. So it kind of has to be one of the lower teams. I'm gonna go for a Lance Stroll. As I said, he is an honourable mention for doing worse with his teammates, but yeah, I have to. I think you really put Lance Stroll. You remember, it has had a couple big crashes last year. Singapore was the obvious one.
We're going on to the last prediction then, which is a crazy prediction. So, do you want to go first, Twin?
Okay, so my crazy prediction is that Lando Norris will get not just one win, not just 2 wins. He's going to get 3 or more race wins. And yes, if we have put McLaren second, it probably isn't as crazy a prediction if McLaren do win the Constructors' Championship. But considering he's never won a race before, I think 3 wins in one season is a pretty crazy prediction. So I think that counts.
Yeah. Okay. Well. So for my crazy prediction, you sort of mentioned it a bit. I think Williams will be really good, and they will get seventh in the constructors. They'll be close to sixth.
Closer to Alpine, or do you think Alpine's going to finish?
Oh, I think they'll be close to Casa. So Casa will get sixth. I think Alpine will not be that good this season. Yeah, we'll be making predictions for every race before every race weekend, predicting what's going to happen in the race, and yeah, more videos on the F1 game and all. So yeah, remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.